Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Bela's product review channel, where I review various products I've come across recently. Today, we're talking about boating. I have a 45-foot sailboat, and I recently discovered that my United States Coast Guard discharge placards were fading away. So today, we're talking about one element of United States Coast Guard compliance. If you're piloting anything 26 feet or longer, this Coast Guard has some very strict, specific checklist that you must meet. And at the top of that list, right next to life jackets and fire extinguishers, are your discharge placards. I recently realized that the ones on my almost 20-year-old boat were looking a little, well, pathetic. They were made of paper and had started to fade and peel away. Not a great look when the Coast Guard employee steps on your boat and says, "Where are your placards?" So I opened up Amazon and went on a hunt for a permanent solution and landed on the Victory Lane Graphics United States Coast Guard required 2-pack. Let's take a look. First off, let's talk about what you actually get in this pack. It is a 2-for-1 deal. You get the oil discharge placard and the MARPOL Garbage discharge placard. You need both of these on your boat. They're approximately 5 by 10 inches and made of a thick vinyl. If you've been using those cheap laminated paper ones, you know they eventually absorb moisture and deteriorate. That's what I had on my boat. These new ones feel very rugged. When I pulled them out of the envelope, I immediately noticed they weren't flimsy. They've got some heft to them, which gives me confidence they won't shrivel up in the marine environment. The oil discharge placard is legally mandated for vessels 26 feet and over with any enclosed machinery space. So that means if you have an outboard, they're not mandated. But if it's an inboard like I have, you have to have one. And you need to fix it or place the placard in a visible spot. So I put mine in the engine compartment. Now the garbage placard, this is the same. It needs to be where crew and guests can see it. So the galley is a good spot. I placed mine on the trash can so you can see it every time you take out the trash. Now let's get into the installation because this is where things get real. The instructions on these placards from Victory Lane Graphics come with a bit of a warning. The glue is permanent, and they aren't kidding. I did a test touch on a corner and the adhesive is aggressive. My advice, measure twice, stick once. Once that vinyl touches your bulkhead or fiberglass, it's married to it. There is no peeling it off to straighten it out later without ruining the decal. So I do have one suggestion for the manufacturer. Removing the backing was a bit of a chore since the vinyl is so thick and the backing is one solid sheet. It's hard to get a thumb under the corner to start to peel, a thumbnail under the corner to start to peel. So I ended up having to use a little hobby knife very carefully. So Victory Lane, if you're listening, add a slit in the backing. A simple crack and peel design would turn this 4-star product into a 5-star product. So the bottom line, if your current placards are looking salty and not in a good way, grab this set. For the price, the peace of mind, it's worth it. They're durable, they meet all legal size requirements, and they look professional. Just a reminder, please be patient with the backing paper and be precise with your placement. Thanks for tuning into this video and hit that subscribe button. I'll put the link to these in the show notes. Now, get out there, stay safe, and I'll see you on the water.